Hey, this is JC here, JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore, 6725 West Central Avenue, Toledo, Ohio, 436-174-1953-6097. JC's Comics and More at hotmail.com. Find us on Instagram. Find us on Facebook. You can find the Facebook link in the description below. We're getting ready to do the video, but I've got to make a commentary first. I've got a friend, a customer who needs help. I wish he would get help. He's been sending me some texts. I rarely, this is one of the reasons why I rarely give out my phone number to anyone. He needs to get help. He had problems in the past, abuse problems. I don't know if he's relapsed again, but the stuff he's sending me, paranoid schizophrenic delusion. Dude, I am not following you. None of my friends are following you. Your neighbors don't care. You need to get help, man. That's all I can say is you need to get help. You've got some serious mental issues. You need to get help, dude. I wish you the best. I've always wished you the best. The stuff, the messages that you're sending me, I try not to read them. I happen to read a couple just because it clicked on. Quit sending them to me. I've got friends of mine. You send them the kind of messages to them, they're going to feed you your teeth. You're going to get your teeth fed to you. You need to quit sending me messages, whatever paranoid delusions you have. I am not to blame for them. You need to seek some serious professional help, dude. Please seek professional help before it's too late. But on a better note, I guess, this weekend, this Friday and Saturday at Bowling Green State University, it's going to be the Spider-Man and Pop Culture Conference. You can scan that QR code. It's going to be at the Bowen Thompson Student Union there. I am going to be a keynote speaker on Saturday. I'm very honored to be a keynote speaker for this. I'd like to thank Matthew Donahue. I'd like to thank the Bowling Green State University, the Pop Culture Department, for allowing me this opportunity to do this. I wish I could stay for both days. There's lots of great topics I wish I could see. This is free and open to the public. You get a chance, check it out. I'm speaking at about 11:15. I'm sure I'm going to overgo my time. I'm sure people said, aren't you nervous? Aren't you afraid? No, I am going to fill time. Don't worry about me. I've done this before. I can handle this. But let's get on with this week's comics. We're doing the DC comics first. I've got Action Comics 1057. Multiple covers on this comic, of course. This is part of them. I'm going to set this is part of the Godzilla Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. So there's a Detective Comics cover. So we'll look at those connecting covers on that. You got Batman Beyond, Batman, Catwoman, the Gotham War, Red Hood. Some of the covers on that. Batman Brave and Bold #5. Some of the covers on these. You got Detective 1074, Kelly Jones cover, pretty cool looking cover there as well. This is the connecting cover, and there's going to be multiple other covers coming out. I think they're all going to be connecting covers on those, but these are the first two. I ordered a fair amount on the first few coming out as the connecting covers go on. I've cut my orders back. So if you're interested, do not hesitate to get in here. Flash #1, the new Flash series. Lots of covers, not quite as many as if it was a Marvel comic. There's the blank cover. There is a foil cover, and their foil covers are priced. They're not like the Marvel foil covers where they give us retailers barely a very small margin off. So they try and make us the bad guys. The facsimile issue of Flash 105, and speaking of facsimile issues, Detective 140 comes out next week, which is the first appearance of the Riddler. And this comic is just like it was way back in the early 60s there. Got the flash facts. Look at that. And kind of printed on the same type of paper as well. Green Arrow number 4. Had a chance to read this. This has been a very great series so far. Look at that Black Canary cover. And she is busting out. She better not. She better hold back on that canary cry a little bit, or you'll need the Comics Code Authority again on this here to warn people. Harley Quinn number 32. Multiple covers on that. Then we go to Penguin number 2. Return of the Help. I guess that's supposed to be Lex Luthor, maybe. Very good looking cover there by Derek Robertson. Power Girl. Speaking of busting out, we got Power Girl. Her explosive first issue should be kind of busting out first issue. Gary Frank. There's a nice John Boy Myers cover. Bam. Not terrible. You've got this beautiful cover here. Look at that. What a beautiful cover there. Here we've got a blank cover. They've got a protective cover on the front. That's the art cover. There's a nice foil cover there. This is the 1 in 25. I am not sure what the price on this is going to be yet. I might keep this for myself. This is a really nice cover. It's funny, you're looking at these covers here. This version of Power Girl here, maybe it was Teen Power Girl, because she must have went in for some sort of reduction surgery. Spirit World number 5, cover B. You've got Tales of the Titans with Donna Troy. This is 3 of 4. Of course, the takeoff on the George Perez cover. Speaking of George Perez, we're going to see something else concerning George. 5 of 7 with the Unstoppable Doom Patrol. This has been a guilty pleasure. Wildcats number 11. We've got the 2 different covers with that. And now we'll grab the first group of the Diamond comics. These here copies I only have one copy of being set aside for people. We've got Blade Runner 2039 number 7. We've got Exorcist Never Die number 6. The Expanse Dragon Tooth number 5. Firepower number 27. You can barely see the firepower. Can you even tell what the price is? You can't, because it blends in. Whoever is responsible, whoever the editor is, should be fired. This is unacceptable. You shouldn't play Where's Waldo with the price. I mean, you can barely see it. This should have needed to be like a blue. This all should have been a blue right here. It would have popped. It would have been so much better if that would have been blue, or maybe sort of like a lime green. That would have been much better. Monstrous number 48. New Burn number 11. The Schlub number 2. Second Coming Trinity number 6. Star Trek cover A. Cover B. And cover C. I know who's getting that. They're going to be very happy. Star Trek Day of Blood one-shot. Slack's the Best Day. Cover A and B. What's the furthest place from here? Well, the other side of the planet. Issue number 14. We'll grab the next group. Got Alice Never After number 3. That's cover A. The cover B is a much better cover. I thought that was a Xenoscope book at first. When I just looked at it, I didn't bother looking at it. It was Boom Studios. I thought, could have swore that was Xenoscope. Avengers number 5. There's the corner box cover. There's part of the Alex Ross connecting covers. If you guys have been connecting those, let me know in the comments below. We've got a Avengers 60th anniversary cover. We've got the Avengers Annual number 1. A couple of the different covers there. Bell Cursed. Issue number, so one shot, cover A, B, C. That's a nice C there. Look at those roses. Man, what beautiful petals. Look at the cover D. And there was a previous Bell that came out that I was missing some covers on. I have to check to see if those are shipped yet. I don't know if those are shipped. I haven't received them. Bettie Page number 4. Great Linsner cover. Linsner always hits it out of the park. That's cover B. Doesn't quite look like Bettie though. There's C. There's D. You think these artists would have them look a little bit more like Bettie. The Linster cover, you can tell that's Bettie Page. Cosplay cover, see, there's Linster cover again. Bettie all the way. Black Hammer, the End, number 2. There's the A and B cover. Blade, number 3. Isn't it Blade with arrows? There is a Stormbreakers cover. Brian Moore, number 3. A and B. Conan the Barbarian. I'm not sure where the cover A is yet. There's a lot of problems getting these covers all at the same time, so maybe cover A is coming in next week. But that's B. There's C. There's D. And there's a variant cover. I'm starting to cut back on my Conan. Sales are going down on the book, so I'm cutting back. Cutting way back on the book. Creed, next round, number 4. Death of the Venomverse, number 5. I could swear 4 just came out. A couple of the different covers that we have there as well. The Saturday morning variants. I don't think I'm going to be ordering very many of these much longer. Death of the Venomverse. I don't think there's any tiered variants. Oh, that's the tiered variant right there. That's the connecting cover. Elvira in Monsterland, number 5, the last issue of this series. There's the John Raleigh cover, or as they call him, J. Scott Campbell Light. And you've got, there is the photo cover of Elvira, all Halloweeny, ready for us. I don't know who's calling, but they are out of luck. Fearless Dawn, The Bomb, number 2 of 4. It's been a while since we've seen a Fearless Dawn. I know many Dawns, and they are fearless. There is the sketch cover for that. An interesting watercolor there. Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer, number 15. And there is the Frazetta cover on that. There's one of the tiered variants. I think that's a 1 in 5. Sort of a takeoff on Conan, the Conan movie. That's a 1 in 10 cover. Godzilla War for Humanity, number 2. That's the A. That's the B. That is the variant cover. Hollywood Special, number 2. This is part of the Dark Spaces, A and B. The Immortal Thor, number 2. I enjoyed this. Got a great Alex Ross cover. The artwork's good, except somebody needs to tell the artist, and this I put this on the editor. Thor's wings don't grow out of, they're not his ears. The wings on the helmet should be up here, dude. Come on. Maybe he should look at Alex Ross's artwork as inspiration. That's where it should be. That looks stupid there. I put that directly, and look, George Perez. Look at that there. Maybe somebody should show him. That's how it should look. Now, speaking of the George Perez cover, this is great, except that should be red, black, and red, not yellow, red, and yellow. Red, black, yellow. I mean, red, black, red. But that George Perez, oh, it's so good. There's a Stormbreakers cover. There is another pretty nice cover there, although it almost looks like Thor has an eye patch on. And speaking of eye patches, not really giving anything away. They show Odin giving up his eye early in there. That didn't happen until like Thor 390 during the Roy Thomas Keith Pollard. Again, editors not doing their job. Somebody fire those editors. Iron Man number 10. This was a connecting cover. There's an X-Men issue came out last week that was on the other side with him holding the White Queen's hand. Then great Perez cover there. We've got this wraparound cover featuring the Bob Layton artwork. Bob helped to design many of these Iron Man armors. They should get Bob to do the book. Here's another Avengers cover, takeoff on the Avengers movie, where everybody's in their respective correct costumes. There's another variant, kind of takeoff on the Spider-Man cover. Stormbreakers cover. Jean Grey number 2. Peach Momoko cover. Cap Terra number 2. Lady Death, Necron Genesis number 2. This is the CGC cover by Stephen Butler. Let's grab the next stack here. And before we get too far into the next stack, the magazines that came out this week, Shudder number 13. You've got back issue. This back issue, 20th anniversary issue, focuses on George Perez Wonder Woman stuff. So I ordered some extra copies because I know somebody I've not seen here in a long time, Mr. Jim. I'm sure I'll see him in here. And I've got some others that I know are going to want this. The new issue of Retro Fan. And you've got Alter Ego, focusing on Tom Palmer. Tom Palmer is one of the best inkers out there and a great artist in his own right. We've got Marvel Unleashed with the Pets. That's number 2. He's eating that pizza there. You don't want to be around when he passes gas from that. P.U. You certainly don't want to be stuck on a plane with that. Masquerade number 8, A and B. The facsimile edition for the Micronauts, number 1, Bill Manlow and Dave Cockrum did this cover, but Michael Golden did the artwork on the inside. This is what exposed me to Michael Golden's artwork, and that was it. I was hooked. I wanted to get more. It's like, man, I need to know more of this dude. His artwork is just amazing. There is the foil cover. This will probably be like $10.99. Here's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 112. Some of the different covers on this series as well. Many covers on that. Miracle Man number 6. It's been quite a while since we've seen this. Almost looks like a J. Scott Campbell cover there, but it's not. Got Moon Knight, City of the Dead number 3. Ms. Marvel, the New Mutant number 2. A couple of the covers there. Takeoff on X-Men number 1. I bet Jack Kirby does not get any credit. No, Jack Kirby gets no credit on that. Again, the editor, this falls on them. They're like the coach. It's their fault. My Little Pony number 17. You know, My Little, Pony. You know, he works at that one place. The Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos number 4. Realm of X number 2. All the different covers. I think that's supposed to be Typhoid Mary. Got the Ribbon Queen number 3 of 8. Garth Ennis, enough said. Sainted Love number 1. You know, there's going to be some water polo games going on there. The Savage Strength of Star Storm number 5. Look, it's so, again, this should be like blue, so you can see that. Sonic the Hedgehog one-shot, 30th anniversaries. Amy's 30th anniversary. I wonder if Amy's going to buy this. Spider-Man India number 4. Got Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 36. Clone Wars variant. You've got the Return of the Jedi 35 of 40 variant. There is the Droids connecting cover. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories number 9. We've got a couple of the different covers. Star Wars Mandalorian number 4. There is the concept art cover. And I'll grab the last stack here. Got Mandalorian again. Here we got Storm number 5, last issue of this series. This is great whenever they do these throwbacks. Stuff of Nightmares number 1, Rue, Red Morgue, Red Murder, R.L. Stine, the guy that does Goosebumps. Multiple covers on this comic as well. Tales from the Cave. The cave, not the cave, that metal bar that you find over in Amsterdam. It might be, though. There's plenty of tales from that cave. Saturday Morning Adventures, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 5, A, B, C, and the Retailer's variant, which is always spoken for. Sorry. Ultimate Invasion number 4, A and B. Usagi Yojimbo, Ice and Snow number 1 of 5, A and B. Vampirella and Dracula Rage, issue 2, A, B, C, D, E, or should that be an A cover? I think that'd be an A or a B cover, I think. And then we've got some of the variants there as well. Got that nice black light variants. Void Rival is number 4, A and B. And then finally, you got X-Men Days of Future Past number 3. I've not had or X-Men Doomsday Days of Future Past. I've not had a chance to read this yet, but I enjoyed the first 2 issues. If you do like these videos, be sure to hit the bell for notification. Once you subscribe, hit the bell for notification, like and comment and share. And if you're somebody, again, you know you've got a friend that needs help or whatever, try to do what you can to try to get them to get the help. And again, the mental health is a problem that this country just now more than ever just seems to be just a big issue, and seems to be such a forgotten issue by both sides of the aisle. Other than that, thanks for watching.